Go T.
So I have to let you in on a little secret. From January till May, I used some imagery every time before a test, and I imagined myself standing up here. The only problem is I didn't imagine myself having to wear this cap, but I'll take it. To my classmates, our friends, families, honored guests, Dr. Blackwell, faculty, medical staff and administration, and Dr. Sloaner. Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2012. I stand before you with a heavy heart. Instead of 60 graduates, we have only 59 present today. 2 weeks ago, as many of you may know already, we lost a classmate and a friend, Jessica Hahn. A tragedy many of us will not comprehend, but in our profession of nursing, tragedy, death, and loss will not be uncommon. We must overcome this tragedy today with triumph. The triumph of our success in making it through to this day, our day of graduation. You will forever be in our hearts, Jeff. Almost 2 years ago, we came together as a group of 60 men, women, and Haas. To learn about and join the wonderful profession of nursing. Now, I believe, like myself, many of us knew the sacrifices that would have to be made in order to facilitate this accomplishment. Along with those many sacrifices, challenges, mistakes, and some tears, we encountered so many feelings of fulfillment and accomplishment. Florence Nightingale wrote, "I think one's feelings waste themselves in words. They ought all to be distilled into actions which bring results." Those actions we learned in the very basics of our fundamentals. What a surprise when you lift the head of a bed to help someone take a deeper breath, cleaning someone's glasses so they can see clearer, massaging a patient's tired back or feet, a smile, a hug, or just the holding of a hand. The simplest actions can produce considerable results many times. Like learning the alphabet first in order to be able to read, never take for granted the simplest actions we can do to give comfort and care to our patients. Now, we did not take this journey alone. We would like to thank our instructors for your patience, knowledge, love, and time given to enable us to become the nurses we were meant to be. You have brought out the best in us all, and your encouragement and commitment to making confident, compassionate, and knowledgeable nurses will never be forgotten. Thank you. To my classmates, I am so honored to have been able to spend the last 2 years getting to know all of you and experience this journey together. Honestly, I never expected that I would make the friendships that I have cultivated over the course of the last few years. Some very uncommon friendships were formed, but friendships that will last for many years because of the amount of time and experiences we shared together. A quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson states, to know even one life breathe easier because you have lived, that is to have succeeded. We have touched many lives over the course of the past 2 years and will continue to touch many in the years to come. Let us embrace the next step of our journey, but never forget how far we have come and the memories we have made here at Holy Name School of Nursing. Now, I have a quick top 10 list of a few highlights from our last 2 years. Number 10, Team Awesome. Felicity and her ever-evolving hairstyles. Caitlin and her motivational quotes on Facebook. Caroline's fabulous fashion sense. And Paul, where are you? Just because I love you. And Michelle, you don't know, Paul and I are leaving after this, and our bags are packed. Number 9, the Kings of Comedy, Damien and Shivan. Number 8, Denise's laugh, Emily's perseverance, Deanna's attention to detail, Kelly's apple-scented hand sanitizer and pajama jeans, and Hilmit with his Nivea hand cream for his ashy skin. And Hilmit for being the fastest test taker this side of the Hudson River. Average test time, 28.6 minutes, and he still managed to do very well. Number 7, Trish, the MacGyver of nurses. What doesn't she have in her bag of tricks? Exactly. She could make a Foley catheter out of a piece of paper and some straws. Would it work? Definitely. Would it feel comfortable? Absolutely not. Number 6, Danielle. I'm convinced that this girl could go head-to-head with Einstein if he was still alive today. And she would have a very good chance of stumping him with one of her very challenging questions. Number 5, Valencia and Mark. Did you two show up today? Glad you could make it.
Yeah.
Number 4, Mrs. Beecher, and your wonderful story about the woman who had a seizure. Do we all remember that story? And many other Mrs. Beecher stories. Number 3, Maria, the one hiccup wonder. You knew she was within a mile radius when you heard that sound. And she always managed to make me smile every time she walked into the room. I love you. Number 2, Mr. Phoebus. His inspirational speeches. His movie-like sound effects while explaining very important medical conditions. And his famous saying, and the number 1 memory of our last 2 years is, Haas, can you stand up?